Well, once the NWF folded and the NCAA went on, we all know that they were a flop.
Well, I mean, Ernie and those guys were good with the
Right.
NWF. But yeah, when they went into with Jim Mitchell's the one who kind of turned it into NCWA again. And even though Steve and Larry's NCWA flopped, so did Jim Mitchell's eventually as well. Mitchell was, I mean, it's kind of like a carny compared to Ed Sharkey. Like Ed Sharkey was a true indie promoter, where Jim Mitchell was more of a carny guy.
Right.
They just were apples and oranges, different philosophy of promoting. And Mitchell figured just because he had a little in with the AWA as a referee and the Iron Duke gimmick, he thought he knew everything.
Right.
And he really didn't know a whole lot. Bottom line.
You know,
Look, if Mitchell was as good as he was, Verne wouldn't have said get lost.
exactly.
Because Verne told him to get lost at one point. Obviously, that's why Mitchell was trying to do his own thing, because he had no job with the wrestling business, because he didn't work out.
And I mean, even indie promoters didn't want to touch the Iron Duke.
No. And Ed knew he was, I remember Ed Sharkey's views on him were like, he's bad news, stay away from him. Eddie never had nothing positive to say about Jim Mitchell in all the conversations I ever had with him. So, and Eddie knew him from when he was in the AWA, because Eddie was in the AWA at the same time, reffing still.